Hi, I'm Ted Radick with the Findlay Courier. I'm here with Michael Burwell and Dave Hanneman, and welcome to week 2 of the football season. Usually we start the day talking about Findlay High School. We're not going to do that today because, Michael, we're going to jump right in. You will be covering Macomb at Marion Local this Friday night. Tell us all about it.
It's going to be interesting. Two of the best small school teams in the state. Obviously, Marion Local is such a powerhouse. They've won 8 state championships all since 2000. They won 4 straight from actually were state runner-up last year in Division 6. Macomb's coming off a state semifinal appearance, obviously, as well, and they have a ton of people back, so it's really going to be interesting. A couple really kind of looking over some stats earlier. Marion Local has a 30-game home winning streak, including the playoffs. They haven't lost since 2010 to Delta St. John's. They haven't lost to a non-league opponent since 2011 in the regular season. That was Lima Shawnee. Both teams have 37 combined playoff appearances. Their record's outstanding. It's really going to be a good game. A lot of key players to look for, obviously, with Macomb, Malachi Abbott, Jake Krause, but one guy to look for Marion Local, quarterback Dwayne Lugers, who had 4 rushing touchdowns last week in their win over Dayton Chaminade Julienne. He had a rushing touchdown last year against Macomb as well. He had the first score of the game, and it's gonna be a great game. Macomb's really gonna have to play well. They're gonna have to limit turnovers, and they're gonna have to limit penalties. That's what really hurt them last year in their loss to Marion Local to open the season. So if they can limit that, then that'll be key.
Macomb played them last year at home. I was at that game. It was a 2-point win for Marion Local. Do you think this is going to be a good competitive ball game?
I think so. I think it definitely can be. I think it's interesting now that both teams have a week under their belt. They're not just jumping right into the season with the biggest game of the year, the regular season. So they can kind of learn from last week. Obviously, Macomb really took it to Gary last week, 45-0 win, racked up 450 yards of offense. But
I'm going to jump in here. To be fair, this might not be Marion Local's biggest game of the year. Certainly it is for Macomb.
That's true. Yeah.
Coldwater, I think Coldwater still probably is Marion Local's.
Yeah, I would say it's a pretty safe bet.
And that's the very next week for Marion Local. They turn around from Macomb. Next week they play Coldwater, and those two teams have probably won that MAC championship 10, 12, 13 years in a row.
Right. Okay, Dave. Findlay got the season started off on the right foot with a shutout win over Anthony Wayne this week. Tell us about what's coming up for the Trojans this week.
Well, what I see is something very similar to what they saw Friday night up at Anthony Wayne. Harrison's Division II team out of the Southwest Ohio League with other schools we've never heard of, like Mount Healthy, Trenton Edgewood, Little Miami, Hamilton Ross, Cincinnati Northwest. Basically Division II league. Suburban schools, kind of like what Anthony Wayne was, and I think it's going to be strikingly similar. They've got a quick team, not a lot of great size. Findlay dominated Friday night with defense. They gave up 27 yards passing, 54 rushing, held Anthony Wayne to 1 first down the entire first half. Now Anthony Wayne was down to their 3rd-string quarterback, which really hurt them. They couldn't pass to save their butt. But the difference with Harrison is Harrison's got a good starting quarterback. 6'3", 185 kid. He's a first-year starter, but the kid he goes to is a kid named Gerald Smith. And this kid scored 20 touchdowns last year, 9 receiving, 7 rushing, returned 3 kickoffs for touchdowns and 1 punt for a touchdown. I suppose he's got 4.5 speed. He is their big threat. And if Findlay's defense is going to have to put a X on that kid's back, watch where he's at all times. But the way Findlay played defense last week, they do the same thing in their home opener at Donnell. I see them doing pretty good again. And their offense just keeps getting more confidence. Kid I'm impressed with, you'll be happy to hear this, is Trey Miller, their quarterback. He played a very heady game.
Good. Okay. This week I'll be doing double duty. I get Bluffton at Van Buren on Friday night. And the good thing about that win is I don't know who's going to win. On Saturday, I come back with Van Loo and at St. Wendland, and the good thing about that is I don't know who's going to win. So Be sure and check thecourier.com on Friday night, the Courier, the newspaper, on Saturday, and we will see you next week.